All right, so what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, man. It's your boy, and today I want to talk to you guys about one of the most amazing events that we've ever gotten in Marvel Future Fight. Gotta give major props to the developers. I did not see this coming with Black Friday. I'm hoping that with this being here for Black Friday, it means we're also going to see a repeat of this, or maybe even an enhanced, better version of this for the anniversary next year. But let's talk about this thing right here, the character upgrade growth support event. This is absolutely amazing for new, returning, and existing players, which is a very rare event to get, because usually when they do events, they do it targeted towards one specific category of players, and it's generally new players because they want to turn new players into new whale players. However, this actually benefits everyone, whether you're a whale, free to play, it doesn't matter. This is absolutely amazing. So if you're a new player coming in, obviously you can choose this one right here to get yourself as many tier 3 characters as possible so you can work towards getting tier 4. Same goes for if you're a returning player. If you've just been logging in and just been autopiloting, then you can use this growth event to level up a whole bunch of characters. However, if you are a whale or an existing player and you're falling behind because they've been releasing a lot of tier 4s, this one right here is for you. Now, it's only a 15% discount, which is obviously inferior to the event right here, where you can choose 5 characters and you can get up to a 25% discount on the gears and the enhancement material. Now, you might say, well, obviously this new event pales in comparison because you're getting less. However, I want you to take note of the fact that this also includes tier 2 natives. Now, when I initially seen this event, I did not expect them to put tier 2 native characters in here. So I was going to immediately choose Captain America, because Captain America, especially if you have Weapon Hex, is actually really good for PvP, Alliance Conquest and Otherworld Arena. Not necessarily timeline battle, but he could do some work there. He's definitely better than somebody like Apocalypse, and I pulled the trigger on Apocalypse. So I was thinking, okay, I'm going to do Cap. But then I was talking to my Alliance members, and they were saying, yo, that's a stupid thing to do. And I agree. Because if they're putting tier 2 natives in here, where if you take a look right here, tier 2 natives are not included in this one right here. You should use this opportunity to knock off a couple tier, well, you can't do 2, but you know what I mean? To knock off at least 1, because you can only do 1, tier 2 native tier 4 off of the list of characters that you ideally want to tier 4. So I'm going to talk to you guys about a few characters that I would consider if I didn't have them at tier 4. Now, not everyone cares about PvP, but PvP is the primary way where you get the most crystals on a weekly basis. And as you can see right now, even a top whale, maybe I'm not a top whale anymore because I haven't been spending, but even a whale like me who've been playing the game for a very long time, I lose on a regular basis. As you can see, my win rate is only 83%.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
And that's with me having some of the best PvP characters in the game with really good cards and whatnot. So if you're in a situation where you don't have characters like Sentry, Silver Surfer, Wolverine, Thanos, etc., Adam Warlock, those characters built up to tier 4, this is the opportunity to get them to tier 4 at the very least. I'm not saying they're going to immediately start winning you every fight, because obviously I'm not winning every fight, but I run it on full auto and I don't try to basically pick the best matchups or nothing like that. I just let the game run and I come back and I just collect my rewards on a weekly basis. Usually I'm in the top 20% these days, but I'm hoping that after Black Friday I can go back into being the top 10% without trying. Point is, if Sentry is included, I'm not sure if he's included because he is the only tier 3 native tier 4 in the game, and I already have him at tier 4 on both this account and my free to play account, so I wasn't able to check. But if this guy is available, you do want to choose him as your 15% discount because he's the most expensive. Like if you get unlucky, like, well, not even if you get regular luck, like in theory he's supposed to be the most expensive, but you could get extremely lucky and he costs you less than a regular cost tier 4. But I would say safe bet, go for Sentry. as the tier 4 of choice from this event. If not, I would say go for somebody like Wolverine, go for Silver Surfer, go for Adam Warlock, and I would say Thanos. Even if you don't have the Farmer Thanos uniform, get Thanos Wins. It's 50% off right now. If you guys want to see my thoughts on the best uniform for Black Friday, comment down below. I might do a video on that. But I want to talk about this event because it was really, really good and we've never seen it before, right? The fact that you can do unlimited amount of tier 3s and transcended characters at a discount price, chef's kiss. But I wanted to talk about the tier 4 aspect of it because I feel like majority of players are lacking in tier 4s, not necessarily in tier 3s, but you could always use more tier 3s as supports and whatnot. So yeah, those 5 characters for sure I would be considering first. After that, I would say you might want to consider Doctor Strange. He's really good now for ABL and ABX. You might want to consider Scarlet Witch. Really good for ABX and ABL. You might want to consider Gladiator. Again, really good for ABX and ABL. Where is this guy? Now, me personally, I do not like playing Gladiator just because of the fact that transferring the proc from his 5th skill over to his 4th skill is really, really annoying. Like, it takes a lot of skill and a lot of luck and a lot of things going your way to get a perfect run with Gladiator. In ABX and ABL, I just don't like it. Okay, so if he ever gets replaced, I'll be kind of happy, but I know he's expensive to not only get access to because it's the Epic Quest character, and then he's also expensive to build. And I am telling you to build him because he's really strong, right? And he doesn't have, well, he has some PvP value, but without iframe ignoring, he's not the best PvP character. So if he gets replaced with ABX and ABL, then he kind of drops tremendously in value. But the point is, he's really good right now. So if you want to get closer to getting 12 million in ABL and get additional rewards, then he's one you want to consider. But I put him a little bit lower down on the list than the other characters, just because this is not necessarily in any particular order. Besides that, I would say Jean Grey, another one that is really, really good. She's still good for ABX and ABL. Some people prefer using Gwenpool over her, but she's amazing. I still use her, and she's fantastic for World Boss and Giant Boss Raid. So still use her. Now, if you're wondering who I am going to choose, I am going to choose Beta Ray Bill because I love my guy. Where's my guy Bill? Okay, I absolutely love Beta Ray Bill. So I've been putting off tier 4 him, and this discount coming here, it was between him, Ebony Maw, or Reed or Quicksilver. There's a couple options, but I feel as though the best option for me right now is to get Beta Ray Bill because I use Thor a lot for World Boss. He's like so freaking strong and so good, and Beta Ray Bill will give him that support buff, and Beta Ray Bill is also a really good standalone tier 4. So yeah, I am gonna choose Beta Ray Bill when I eventually find this guy. Where's my guy Bill, bro? Hold on, there you go. He's all the way down here. I don't know why he was all the way down here being hidden by all of the other trash characters that I have favorited. But anyways, Beta Ray Bill is definitely the one I am gonna choose. Besides that, Deadpool is really good for AC and Otherworld battle. Unfortunately, I got to put him really, really far down on the priority list. Maddie is also a really good option just because she's a tier 4. But I would say you don't want a tier 4 Maddie unless you have her artifact. Keep that in mind. Deadpool, I would also say you don't want a tier 4 unless you have his artifact. I am going to pick up a better version of his artifact. Don't kill me, okay? I know he's my favorite character and I only have a 3-star. I was waiting for the anniversary / Black Friday bingo to come around so I could pick up a better one for him. And since he's not like PvP timeline meta and he's only like AC / Otherworld battle meta, I wasn't really in a rush. Like, it's not like a Logan situation where, like, you know, he's eating. So that's that. Besides that, I would say you could consider preparing for Fantastic Four First Steps by tier 4 in Doctor Doom, even though I know touchy subject, he's still really bad, but he's gonna get a uniform next year in July. Reed is also gonna get a uniform next year in July when Fantastic Four First Steps comes out. So it's something that you could consider basically future-proofing these guys if you feel like you're going to be here in July next year, or even if you feel like you might quit the game but you might come back just for that update because you like the Fantastic Four, you like these characters specifically, but then again you're betting on them becoming good finally. But it's a movie uniform, Doctor Doom being the big baddie. I assume at least he's going to be like top tier. But then again, this is God, Emperor Doom. We thought this was gonna be one of the greatest uniforms ever released in this game. It's just not. It wasn't. Besides that, if you have the artifact for Apocalypse, he might be decent. And I say might be decent because right now this guy is trash, bro. He's actually so trash at tier 4 for me. He makes me so mad, bro. Like, he loses to tier 3 characters. And it's not like I have him like with a trash build or nothing. Like, I have him with a conquest. Like, granted, I don't have Odin's on him or nothing, but like, bro, he gets worked, right? So he's one of those like last picks for tier 4. You're only tier 4 in him because you're getting a discount, and he's a tier 2 native, so he would be really expensive otherwise. The only reason I put Quicksilver below him is because of type disadvantage. You do need Quicksilver's artifact though. I have noticed that I have a hard time killing enemy Quicksilvers when they have the artifact, and without it, yeah, mine does not seem to stay alive long enough because he doesn't have any what? Say it with me, the same thing that they didn't give to Spider-Man, damage reduction. Yeah, don't know why they're hating on speed characters and not giving them damage reduction. Besides that, I guess you could tier 4 Cable for the hell of it. He's really strong, but like realistically there isn't really a need for tier 4 Cable right now. Like, I have a brilliant destruction on him, he's strong, but like I don't really use him almost at all, especially now that Venom has the Weapon Master tag. It's kind of like, why would I go play with Cable, who is weaker and not as fun to play, when I can just use Venom for the Weapon Master stages? You know what I'm saying? And then again, we have Psylocke now. Maybe you don't have Psylocke, then yeah, you tier 4 Cable, since he's free to play friendly, since both her and her are paywall tier 4. So if you're free to play, then Cable is your best choice for getting a higher score in ABL for the Mutant Blast Day. Something to consider. Besides that, I would say the last picks are Ebony Maw and Odin. I would probably go with Ebony Maw over Odin, just because he has the support ability for like World Boss. Just something to consider. But Odin is a better, stronger standalone character, and he has the debuff removal leadership. Just my 2 cents. These are the characters that I would consider using the discount on. Not necessarily saying there aren't better characters available that are tier 1 natives. It's just for the fact that these guys are super expensive, and getting a 15% discount on them is not something that happens very often. So I would basically just try to make the most out of this thing